Welcome back to Coffee Unlimited. And today's episode is a fun episode. I actually have no idea where this conversation is going to go, which I usually don't anyway, but I really have no clue because this episode is our workout edition. So, for those of you who know Janelle or me or both of us, we probably have I don't know what we're going to be talking about working out, the workout edition. We are the ones who will be walking in the back in a half marathon. We will be
Hmm.
the ones who will be in Shavasana, relaxing, listening to our bodies, and really just enjoying the scenery and the company. And I mean, I am not that one who's killing it on the StairMaster for sure, but here we are. Maybe
Here we
you
are.
might be like us. You might be able to relate. And so I'm here with Janelle Ocker, my good friend and my workout buddy.
Yeah, I think this is so great that we're going to talk about this because, yeah, I think it's safe to say that you and I don't enjoy working out, like a hardcore sweaty workout.
Yeah.
And we still do it occasionally, at least. We sure worked out when we were together. We did Pilates. I was dying, by the way, but you seem to have it together. But you're right. I think both of us will be those ones that when we need to take a break, we take a break. I
Mm-hmm.
think I shared this story with you. I'll never forget. There was a time, I was in my 20s at the time, and I was working at Nike. And, Nike offers a whole lot of classes for employees just right there at work. And so I had a coworker who invited me to go to a kind of a hit workout, high intensity training workout. I don't remember what it was called, but basically it was replicating high school conditioning, if you can imagine. And it was outside on a football field. And we get out there, and I mean, I knew right from the start this was not going to be my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what? She invited me. I'm going to give it a try. I can do this. I've done conditioning before. And it was an hour class. And we were about maybe 30 minutes in, probably about halfway through. And I just decided I was done. So, what I told my friend, I said, I'm going to go in and get a drink of water. And I kid you not, I never went back out. Just stayed in the locker room, sitting there and thinking, oh, she's out there. I wonder what she's doing. Bear crawl. I wonder if she's doing some sprints right now. I wonder if she's looking at the door, wondering if I'm coming back out, but I'm not coming.
Oh
I
my
just,
gosh.
I just left her.
I could totally picture that.
I
I
know.
am not surprised. Well, yeah, A, because you are so authentic and true to who you
Yeah.
are. And so, like, I'm
Mhm.
done. 30,
Yeah.
30 minutes. I'm surprised you lasted 30 minutes. I mean,
I
those HIIT
know.
classes, well,
They're
first of
hard.
all, I'm surprised you even said yes. Because I don't,
Yeah.
I like these. No, let's not say like. I will tolerate like maybe 15 minutes of something like that.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
then I like my yoga practice because
Hmm.
you can really just, I mean, it's all about encouraging you to listen to your body, take rest when you need to. But I'm not hearing a lot of that on the megaformer. You know
No.
what I mean? It's like,
Yes.
I mean, we're hearing
True.
things like, if you're not shaking, you're not changing, or like
Yes.
the burn is good. And there's just so
Mhm.
much burn I can actually take of that.
I agree. I agree. And I think it's okay if you can't make it through a class or you do want to take a break. I mean, I do it. I really don't get embarrassed. I prefer bar classes. I do bar classes 2 or 3 times a week. I'm always taking breaks, and most
Hmm.
other people are not. Most of the people in the class are really grinding it out, and I'm impressed. And I think to myself, "You go, girl. More
Yeah.
power to you. I'm going to give my calves a break, and I'm going to give my quads a break, and I'm just going to take some deep breaths and look out the window." But all that to say, I mean, we do get to our workouts, Danielle. You and I do work out, and we do take care of our bodies. So I do think maybe it's worth sharing some of the things that are some of the tools or supplements or anything that keeps us motivated and inspired. And I traded my coffee today for some electrolytes. Look at that color.
Nice.
If anyone is watching the YouTube video, you'll notice this is like a deep purple color. It's because it's grape flavored and it tastes like grape Jolly Rancher. It's so good. But it's also chock full of electrolytes, which I only recently discovered electrolytes. You've probably been using electrolytes for a long time, but when I went to visit you in San Diego, you gave me some electrolytes and I thought, oh, this is great. This is actually really nice. So I bought some myself and now I pretty much bring electrolytes to every workout that I do. And I
Mm,
do find that it does help. I think it does give me a bit more, I don't know if it's energy, but it's like it replenishes me quicker.
yeah.
So, yeah. How long have you been using electrolytes and what brand do you use?
Oh, I don't know what brand. I mean, I just use whatever Scott buys.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's always next to the Puppy Complete vitamins
Mm.
too. So I know one day, and it's the same size too. So I know one day I'm
Oh,
going to
no.
give Spike electrolytes and I'm going to put puppy vitamins in my
In your water.
Stanley. But I mean, I love drinking with electrolytes too. Although I was just talking to my friend, Dr. Manas, the
Mm.
Ayurvedic physician,
Yeah.
and we were talking about digestion. And he said, if you want to fix your digestive problems, and he meant you as like the collective you, he goes,
Hmm.
drink hot water throughout the day. No cold. I mean, I knew about cold, not drinking cold water or ice, even though I love
Mm.
ice, especially when you have
Hmm.
electrolytes. Like, I want it to be cold. I don't want this
Yeah.
to be hot. But anyway, he was saying always hot water. And I said, well, what if you're practicing hot yoga, which I've started to get back into?
Mm.
Or what if you're sitting in a steam room? Like hot water? I mean, I would think room temperature. And he goes, no, no, hot water. Try it for 1 week. But I
Did
haven't
you?
been able to. No, no.
Oh.
There's just so much. There's a limit that I have when it comes to these things. And I just like ice. I
Hmm.
like it. I want to drink it with my electrolytes. And yes, okay, maybe it's not the best for my digestion, but I gotta
Hmm.
live a little.
Yeah, because I agree. When I add something to my water, for some reason, it tastes better if it's the colder it is. So if there is ice, it tastes better to
Yeah.
me than if it's not, it doesn't have ice.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
feel like
I
having
agree.
one of those like Starbucks pumpkin cold foam something iced lattes right now.
Right now, are you craving it
Yeah,
now?
I think so. A little pick me
Maybe,
up.
maybe you're gonna have to get some.
Hmm.
Well, my electrolytes are good. This brand I got in the US and it was Trevi, Trevi. It's really good. I really like it. But again, it tastes like candy. So, I mean,
Yeah.
what's not to like?
Well,
So electrolytes are now a part of my workout routine. What else do you do? Anything you do to get yourself motivated or, you know, out the door at least to go work out? Or do you have any workout essentials? You said you're Stanley, so you have like a, a big old water bottle.
yes, I have that. And I think for me, it's going back to, being a yoga teacher. So I've spent the last 10 years not teaching yoga full time, being in
Mm,
the corporate space and doing like teaching yoga on the side. But that has helped me just stay connected to a studio, stay connected to my practice, even if I'm just teaching once a week. I feel like I have this accountability, like, okay, I have to get on my yoga mat throughout the week. Otherwise, I'm going to come out as an inauthentic yoga teacher if I'm not in my practice. So I know maybe that's not so accessible for everybody to be like, oh, yeah, teach Pilates or teach yoga, but, part time, one class, even if you have a corporate job, go get certified. But I do think that that has helped over the last 20 years of just having that identity of being a yoga teacher. It's like, well, I have to show up to class,
I bet that makes
you
a
know?
difference. The perks are kind of nice too. Don't you get kind of deals with brands too when you're teaching?
I don't
That
know. I
sounds
mean,
nice.
maybe
Sometimes.
influence, yeah, like I'm not sure if I'm an influencer. I'm definitely not an
Hmm.
influencer, but sometimes, yeah, I'll get. a yoga mat sent to me or something like that.
Mm. Do
That,
you shop around to studios and use their like new member trial packages that are free
oh,
or
definitely.
reduced? Yeah, me too. That's my jam. I am always on the lookout for a new Pilates or bar studio, like mat Pilates,
Hmm.
but mat Pilates, bar studio, or a new gym that's in the area where I could be a new sign up with my email and then
Yeah.
get the free trial or the unlimited classes for 2 weeks. I mean, that's actually how I got back into bar. I did bar years ago, like 20 years ago, I was doing Pilates and bar. And then I went a long period without it. And then I got back into it just this past spring break, March, because I noticed a bar studio that I had never seen before that's pretty close to my house. And they had an intro package. It was 2 weeks, unlimited classes. And, knowing that spring break was 2 weeks, I thought
Hmm.
I'm gonna get as much in as I can. And sure enough, I stayed actually. I planned to just cancel after 2 weeks, but I really like the studio, probably because most of the people taking classes are my age or older.
Mm.
I don't know how you feel about working out alongside young 20-year-olds, but I I don't enjoy that as much. And so this studio particularly, I just feel like that's my people. And like I said earlier, everyone works really hard, and
Yeah.
I'm always really impressed at what they can do. It also inspires me that,
Hmm.
there's people in their, 60s, 70s doing these classes, and they're seem stronger than I am, and I love that.
Yeah, it is inspiring seeing people who are older who are so strong like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love doing those. I mean, I feel like it's such a great thing for studios to do because then you have that regularity, the sense
Yeah.
of community. Like, I love being part of a community. I think that for me is probably high on the list. Like, when I was going
Mm.
to the gym, I didn't feel a sense of community. I just kind of felt like, okay, there's classes, there's spin, you can do your StairMaster, but it was too big. There were too many people, so many different people at the front desk. And I love going to this yoga studio that I'm now teaching at because, well, I'm greeting the people who are coming into my class. So I meet everybody. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, who the hell are you? You know?
Yeah.
And so it's the same way when I go and take class. It's like, oh, hey, Danielle, good to see you. Like, I want to be welcomed. Not
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I go to these fancy gyms, I feel like I'm disrupting the front desk from their
Mm.
TikTok videos or whatever they're doing. And I'm like, hey, I'm the client. Say hi
Yeah.
to me. Like,
Yeah.
so for
I
me,
totally
it's
get that.
about like it matters to me where if it's a community building type of space, and it sounds like the Pilates space there, right? With the people, you're
Hmm.
seeing some of the same people each week. There's a
Yeah.
sense of community.
It's great. And I actually, after that 2 week trial, and I realized this is my place, I'm going to join, I canceled my gym membership. I was a member
Mm.
at Trevor Linden Fitness, but specifically this gym right by my house it's Trevor Linden Fitness, but they have a She's Fit like connected to it. It's part of the same organization, but so the upstairs gym is co-ed, that's Trevor Linden, but the downstairs is She's Fit, and it's only women allowed in
Oh,
that gym.
okay.
So there's, machines, all the different types of workout machines and treadmills and all that, and then a little studio for individual training, personal training, and some smaller yoga classes. And I actually really liked that, the She's Fit part of the gym. But I canceled it as soon as I found my community. To your point, I felt like
Hmm.
I know I'm going to see the same people in the classes every week because I saw the same people in those 2 weeks that I took
Yeah.
classes. And I didn't have that community feel. And I don't know if I pinpointed that that was why I didn't want to keep going to the gym, but you're right. I didn't recognize people when I would go to She's Fit. I didn't see the same people. I didn't talk to anybody. I just went
Hmm.
and did my own thing, didn't engage with anybody else, not even the
Yeah.
front desk worker. I just
Yeah.
scanned my badge and walked past her. And yeah, and I haven't gone back to the gym or a gym since.
Mm-hmm.
But do you do home workouts, Danielle? Do you ever work out at home?
I unroll my yoga mat.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's I guess my workout, but I'm
Yeah.
wondering, what is your favorite machine at the gym?
Yeah. So let me start with telling you what it's not.
Okay.
The StairMaster is not my favorite like
Okay.
apparatus.
Yeah.
And then the machine, anything that has too many cables and things like that, it's
Hmm.
intimidating and looks too hard. If I have to switch out things,
Yeah.
like pulley things and stuff, if I have to switch anything out, I don't want to do that because I probably will need help with it. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to ask, I have to engage someone to ask for help and I don't want to
Yeah.
ask for help. So I typically do the really traditional hamstring curl and leg press, for my quads. I'll do the adductor, the kind
Yeah.
of like where you bring your legs in. And then I'll do just some simple arm ones. But that's it. I skip a lot of machines. I just do the really, really simple, straightforward ones.
Mm-hmm.
I half the time, even if the seat is in the wrong position, like so
Yeah.
maybe someone really tall was before me or really short, I don't even bother changing the seat. I just use my little tippy toes to get the thing down. I literally don't change anything
Yeah.
because again, I don't want to have to figure out how to change it and I don't want to ask for help. So I just leave it as it is and hope that the person before me was somewhat similar in height. I
Yeah.
do I do know how to change the weight though. I will pull the thing out to change the weight.
Yes.
That is it. That is
You
it.
know, I feel like there must be a lot of people who get intimidated if you're saying that, because I feel the same way too, where I'm like,
Mm,
oh, I just want to stay on like the extremities of the
yeah.
gym. So then even though I really don't like the Stairmaster, I'll go on it because I'm like, well, I know how to use this thing,
Yeah.
so I'll go on
Yeah.
this. And I
Hmm.
don't know how to use these machines with cables in the
Yeah.
center. And like you, I don't want to, like, who am I going to ask? Some dude? Hey,
No. Yeah,
man,
exactly.
can you
I won't.
like help me how to, figure this machine out? I don't think so.
Exactly. So yeah, those things with cables, I won't even use barbells with, when you have to put the plates on and stuff and
Oh,
do
no,
squats
no,
or
no.
anything. No.
You'll never
I
see me with that.
no, I will probably pull my lower back and then be stuck if I try to do that.
Although, when I was teaching yoga at House Concepts, that was actually a really fun place for me to be because, well, everybody was younger than me. I was like so mama, almost grandma D over there.
And you liked that?
Well, I kind of did. I like hanging
Mm,
around young people, but I also love
uh,
hanging around older people too. I just
mm,
like, the mix. But
yeah.
they would be teaching these classes with those barbells. It's
Oh,
barbells,
okay.
right? Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
that's called? Those
yeah,
long things?
yeah,
Yeah, and you
yeah.
put the things on. Okay, so not dumbbells. Those are the ones
No,
you just,
the single. Yeah.
oh, this, okay,
That's the
okay.
single little handheld. Yeah.
Hey, I learned a new word today. Okay, so barbells.
This is about as good as you and I doing our makeup tutorial.
Exactly. We should talk about makeup
Things
again.
fall. What
But
else?
so anyway, they would bring these barbells, they would be part of the classes. And normally I
Mm,
would never even go near something like that. But because the instructor is walking around and helping you with these barbells and putting those discs or whatever the
yeah.
weights on for
Yeah.
you, I feel like
Oh.
maybe gyms should do that. They should just have people walking around the machines and be like, would you like some help? I would
Hmm.
like that. I mean, sometimes they walk around with eucalyptus hand towels, and I'm like, yes.
What?
Well, at
Amazing.
Equinox, they do things like that. I'm like, I would
Mm.
love an eucalyptus hand towel. Now help me with this machine.
I think, Danielle, if you and I opened a studio, it would be so thoughtful and inclusive, because part of me, I don't know that I want to do the machines with all the cables and everything, but I do know that I need to do more weight training in general.
Yeah,
And
right.
and bar for me, bar is weight training. I do do a lot of reps, and it's reps and building muscle. But I also think just some classic weight training is something I should be doing at this point in my life. So, finding the right place where I can learn how to do that and build on my journey of weights would be
Yeah.
really nice to have. I thought that She's Fit would be that, but it wasn't, because to your point, there was no one around helping. There
Yeah.
were workers there, but they were all personal trainers working with someone. So of course you can't bother them. You can't ask them anything
Yeah.
because they're working with someone. So yeah, maybe that's in our future. Some sort of fusion studio.
And
That
then
has
we'll like do
candy flavored
makeup.
electrolytes. Yes, makeup tutorials after your workouts. Oh
Oh my gosh.
man. Well, this has been
Well,
fun.
I know this. I love where our conversations go, to like very deep and then also absolute silliness like this one,
Totally.
which,
Yeah.
you were looking good though with those shoulders. So
Thank
I think this
you.
bar is
Traps.
working for
You
you,
know what? It's working
right?
right now. I really like it. I really
Yeah.
like bar, and it's working for me right now. So thank you for that.
Yes. Well,
Well, you and I both, well, this is time to wrap this up.
exactly. It's
There's
time to wrap
nothing
this
else
up.
to share on working out. Well, thanks for joining us. If you listened, if you like what you hear, please subscribe so that you can be notified when our next episode drops. Our episodes are always unscripted. No topic is off limits. Who knows what we're going to be talking about next week, but I can guarantee it will be an honest conversation, whatever it is. So thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you again soon.